Hello friends, you're the Lonesome Gamer, and tonight I'm playing Conquest of Planet Earth by Flying Frog Productions. And if you're following my videos, a long time ago, about a year or so, I already did a playthrough of this game. But now an expansion came out. It's called Apocalypse. So I will do another playthrough using this expansion now. As you can see, the expansion is, well, it kind of focuses on naval warfare. So you have now also coastal regions, maritime regions. You have special naval resistance and some additional stuff. Okay, so I guess we'll set up a game now. So the game is set, and we're playing a two-player cooperative game with one race, and these are the Selenian Sirens, one of the new races. And let's see what their background is. Here we go. These femme fatale of the deep use their exotic undersea charms and sultry sirens' call to bend the will of any who stray too close. Hailing from an aquatic world, the sirens build water-filled spacecraft to carry their warrior maidens across the stars. Possessing both gills and a robust set of lungs, Selenian sirens can thrive both in and out of water. However, their lack of legs makes the latter a bit awkward at times. Though beautiful to the eyes, the real power of the sirens lay in their voice, impossible to resist. Fine. So that's also what her special ability is. Irresistible Musk. Anytime a hero resistance is drawn to fight Selenian sirens, roll a d6. On the roll of 5 or 6, add their bonuses to your side instead to the resistance. Sea Dwellers. While at any water location, Selenian Sirens are +1 strength. And then we got the Siren's Call. Use one Alien Menace token at any time to instantly steal an event card at random from another player's hand. Limit once per opponent per game round. In cooperative play, simply draw an event card instead of stealing one. I'm not sure if this is a very strong ability, that Siren's Call, in cooperative play, but okay. I like this Irresistible Musk. That could be really interesting. We have now a new resistance deck. Up here, the coastal resistance deck. Oh, by the way, if you don't know this game, I strongly recommend to watch my first playthrough of Conquest of Planet Earth without the expansion, because here I'm not gonna explain the basic rules in detail. I'm only gonna explain the new stuff. So as I said, we have now here a coastal resistance deck. And if we draw a coastal location card, then we have to draw the resistance from this deck. Okay. And that's also, this is now the destination, the destination of the attack, the capital city. But now there is a new one here on the back side. It's the Tech Research Facility. At the end of each game round, if not conquered, roll a d6. on the roll of 5 or 6, put a human tech card into play. So that's really a tough one, and I'm not going to use that. I think that's too hard. I simply take the capital city. The first resistance counters are jet fighters up here. Here we have artillery and helicopters. And here we have a new unit, the SEALs, and they win on ties. The artillery has its barrage ability. They get a +1 per alien, and the jet fighters move. And here on the left side, this is the red player. On the right side, it's the yellow player. And now I'm drawing my cards. As usual, when I'm playing Flying Frog games, I'm not using their dice, I'm using my own dice. So the black dice, yeah, let's say the black dice are mine, and the white dice are the humans. So now, let me see what we got here. This is an alien turn summary. Yeah, okay. So now the red player will do his action point roll. And that's a 6, a very good start. And now it's the other one. Oh, well, that's how to start this game. Absolutely amazing. Okay, now we have to roll another time because we have to determine who's the first player. So the player who rolls higher now is the first one. This is red. Oh, great. Let's do this again. That's red. Yeah, fantastic. This is going to be a long video, I'm afraid. So let's see now. Okay, so red is actually the first player. Okay. Okay, so the first thing I'll do is I will gear up. So I will pay 1 of my action points to draw a space stuff card. Here we go. And that is the Death Ray. Choose any hard resistance your aliens are in fight with and roll a d6. On the roll of d3, of a 3+, that enemy is hit by the Death Ray, glows and then vanishes. That's great, but we can use this only once per turn because we have to activate that. Okay, and then we got 5 left. Okay, I think what I'm gonna do is I will pay 2 of these 5 to gain an additional alien menace token. Yeah, I'm not sure if this is such a great idea, but I will do it anyway. And then I will move with the last 3. And I guess I will move with 2 down here. And with another one here. I'm not sure. Yeah, why not? I guess I can do that. Okay, and yeah. So now we have to draw cards. A location card here. So that's a small town. Right there. And another one here. And that's an oil rig. If demolished, any alien in this location is destroyed on the d6 roll of 1 or 2. And here you can see now this icon here, this anchor, and that indicates that this is a coastal location, so we have to draw from the coastal resistance deck here. And well, actually I'm thinking about drawing 2 cards. I don't see a reason why we should keep these things, so I will simply draw 2 new event cards. And that is the diplomatic withdrawal and the invasion plans. Fine, and then we'll draw here for the small town 1 resistance card. Oh, and these are the US Army tanks. So I'm gonna try to use my death ray here, and on a 3 or higher this guy is actually killed. Ah, damn. I was unlucky. Okay, so this is gonna be hard. Let's see now. The tanks have the white die, I have the black one. No. Have to roll again, I'm afraid. Okay, so that would be a victory for them. I'm thinking about playing the Sonic Blast, which would allow me to add 2 to my strength total, which would make it a tie. I'm not going to do this. I'm going to play the diplomatic withdrawal. Play when 1 or more aliens would be destroyed at a location. Instead, return all aliens from that location back to their landing site. So we simply move here. And now this resistance card is discarded. And now we draw here from the coastal resistance. Oh my god. That's a Navy aircraft carrier. When drawn, also place a fighter plane's resistance counter in 2 other random spaces on the board section. Place an aircraft carrier Navy counter in the space. Oh my god. Okay, so first let's place the fighter planes somewhere. We got new counters here for the fighter planes, these ones. Oh, come on. And that one, okay. So let's see where to place that. That's number 2. That would be here. So this is now placed in here, the seals. And then we got another one, that's number 3. That's placed here. And then we have to fight the seals right away here. So I have a strength of 6 and they have a strength of 5. But they win on ties. But that's a victory for me. So they are destroyed. And then we have to place this carrier, which is this one, here at the oil rig. Okay, I think I'm going to play the Contagion. Play at any time to roll a d6 for every resistance, including heroes and resistance counter in a space this turn. On the roll of 4 or higher, it is wiped out by the Contagion, defeated. Okay, so let's roll. Let's hope for the best here. Oh, come on. Okay, so now we gotta fight. And, well, let's see. That's bad. Okay, that's a crushing victory, so I definitely lose one of my UFOs and one of my saucers. Well, I think it makes not a lot of sense to try this a second time, so I simply move back here. I withdraw and then move back here. And maybe in the next turn I can try again. Okay, so now this aircraft carrier stays there. And yeah, we're done then. Okay, I have now a little problem with the rules here. One thing is clear, that aircraft carrier stays now on the board. Question is now, if I'm going to attack that in the next turn, I have to fight that. And if I manage to destroy this, by the way, if you fight an aircraft carrier, and if I would now destroy it, it is actually not destroyed, it is just damaged. And I have to flip it. And then I have to destroy it a second time. I have to defeat it a second time to destroy this carrier completely. As a reward then, I would gain a +1 terror point. But now my problem is, if this was a resistance counter, then usually it wouldn't count against this resistance number here. So you had to fight that, had to defeat it, and then draw another resistance card. And technically I think this is a resistance counter, although it came into play by drawing a card like that. So I guess if I manage to destroy that carrier, I still have to draw a card. That might be a little strange, but I guess that's how it is. It's also written here, the player fights them in whichever order they wish before drawing any normal resistance for the location. So if there are ships there, you have to fight them and then draw normal resistance. That's how I understand it. But that's maybe that's wrong. Maybe that is the resistance, because I already have drawn one, and if I manage to destroy that, the oil rig is mine. But for now I will play it the other way. I'm allowed to draw another card here. And that is the Whirling Strike. And it says, play during a fight to have either side roll an extra fight dice and use the highest roll. I'm not sure if this is such a great card, but maybe it's useful from time to time. Okay. And now it's finally the yellow player. Okay, what we're going to do is, we're going to move here with 3 of them. Attack the jet fighters, and another one actually will move down there. And then we'll also draw location cards. So that's the first one that goes here, and that is the atomic power plant. Okay. If demolished, all aliens and resistance here are also destroyed. Anytime there is a crushing victory here, this location is demolished on a d6 roll of 1 or 2. Oh my god. Oh, that is pretty dangerous actually, but okay. Here we are. And then we have another location down there. And these are rolling hills. And that is not such a great card. So what I'm going to do is, on the other hand, I'm not sure actually. Until now I spent 4 points. No, I think I will play this card here. It says Martian Reckon. Play to force any location card just drawn to be immediately discarded and redrawn. So let's draw another one here. Ah, great. So that's a coastline. And yeah, that's worth nothing, but we still have to fight here. Okay, so let's do this fight here first at the coastline. Draw 1 coastal resistance card here. And these are Navy fighter planes with a strength of 6. And they are hard. So, no, I'm not sure if it's even worth. I don't know actually. What do we have here? Well, we simply have to try it. Let's see what we get. Nope, that's not enough. So, I was destroyed here. And then we have here the atomic power plant. And this is going to be more interesting. So first we have to fight the jet fighters. They have a strength of 7 and I have a strength of 9. Okay, so that's definitely a victory for me. And I'm thinking now about paying one of these cards, of these tokens, and draw a new event card. And that says rebuild. Okay, and then we have to draw 2 resistance cards here. So the first one is the local police. That is not that bad. So normally they shouldn't have a chance here. And yeah, that was easy. So we managed to kill them. And then the second one is actually, well, that's a mathematician. +1 strength. But we can now try our irresistible musk. So we now simply roll a die. And yes! Great, so the mathematician is now on my side. Traitor of humanity. Okay, and then the next one is, well, army scientists. Well, let's see if they can resist. Yes, they can. These are cold-blooded doctors just cutting me open here while I'm trying to charm them. And this is actually a attack location, I guess. Yes, you can see that here. So they give an additional strength. And because I've drawn now 2 cards, I have to draw an additional event card. Because that's the human ingenuity. Okay. And that's a rebuild. Roll a d6 for every conquest marker on the board with no alien there. Remove the marker on the roll of 1. Okay, that could have been worse. And then we have to draw a new card. Oh my god. A daring doctor. Strength +2. Okay, let's see if we can take that guy. Oh no. Damn. That's gonna be tough. If defeated, prevents the resistance from being destroyed on the d6 roll of 5 or 6. Oh my god. And we draw another one. Oh, come on, this is ridiculous. A movie star. They're all hanging around there at the atomic power plant. Unbelievable. So let's see. Oh, well, no, it's still not good enough. This is ridiculous. And we have to draw another event card. And that says Clash of Wills. Until the start of the next resistance phase, roll a d6 for every ability used that requires alien menace tokens. It is cancelled on the roll of 4 or higher. I was also lucky here. But overall I'm of course pretty unlucky because these would have been cards that would have been there in the resistance phase, which would have been an advantage for me, and then they have these +6 modifier. Oh great, and then we have the US Army jet fighters. This is ridiculous. Well, actually I forgot here that I have a +1 strength. Ah, damn, I forgot that here and also there. So I might have had a better chance actually. Maybe I would have even won that. But it's now too late. I simply forgot that Sea Dweller. Damn. Okay, whatever. So now let's do this here. And well, we're probably gonna lose this battle. So let's see. I have a 6, a 13, and I have a 9. Well, that's enough for them. Thinking about playing the Whirling Strike. Why not? So either side can roll an extra fight dice and use the highest roll. I think that's not exactly a great card, but maybe I'm lucky and roll a 6. Yeah, great. Okay, so we have to roll a... Actually, I'm not sure. Yeah, we simply have to roll again, I guess. Or is it now possible for me to simply... Wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute. There is... Oh my god. There would have been even more. Draws an additional resistance card to add to the fight. I forgot that. So we have to draw, in addition, Captain Fantastic. Okay, I mean we don't have to think about this. This is just ridiculous. They gain a 6 + 3, so this guy comes with a 9. So they have a strength of 22. Possibly, yeah, I think something like that. They have a strength of 22. But anyway, I mean, if I roll a 6, I usually win that. But problem is, they also have a 6. Over, so that might give me enough time to retreat, but I have to check that. Okay, so actually it is possible after this ridiculous battle with jet fighters and a movie star and Captain Fantastic, we are now allowed to move back, but it's possible that this whole atomic power plant is now blasted off. Let's see, we got here, because we had actually 2 crushing victories there. So we have to roll in on a 1 or 2. This thing is demolished. So let's see now. Yeah, okay, it happened. All alien and resistance here are also destroyed. So that was just a completely ridiculous start. So we have to remove the aliens, place a demolish marker there. Okay, I got that rebuild option, but oh man. Okay, so let me see now, is it possible for me, do I have an action point left? I took 3 to move here and 1 to move there. So that had cost me 4 points. Okay, did I do something else? I'm actually not absolutely sure about that. Well, I don't think so. I think I have 2 action points left. So I guess it's possible for me to play the rebuild for 1 action point. Yeah, I think that should be possible. And then I can actually remove this demolished marker here from the board. I hope I didn't make an error here, but I don't think so. Okay, and then I'm allowed to draw 2 more cards. That's not so bad. That's great. Gear up is always fantastic. And they are now they go all now back here to the discard pile because they're also all destroyed. But because it's Captain Fantastic, he was discarded, we have to shuffle the resistance deck here again. Okay, now we start the resistance phase, and the Clash of Wills is now removed because it says until the start of the next resistance phase. So that card goes away, and then we have to draw a new card. And that says Anti-War Protest Back Home. This is just an amazing idea, I think. Wonderful. Play this card on any player, limit 1 per player. Oh, this card plays as noted above and affects all of the alien players. Oh my god. A -1 strength. This is really bad. That's a terrible card. Oh my god. So we have to find something here. That's really nasty. And then it remains in play. We have to find a way to cancel that card. And there is no location liberation simply because there is no one conquered. And then we have to move the human tech track. Let's see if there's a resistance movement. These 2 fighter planes, they might actually move. So the first one goes down there. And these aircraft carriers, they are not bumped into the center. They stay there if there is another plane. So I guess it's simply landing there. These big counters also do not count against the counter limit, which is normally 3. That's not the case here with these big ships. And then we have a movement here. That's 6. So they move here. Okay. So that was the first turn. And I think it's no exaggeration to say it was a terrible turn. It was absolutely horrible. We didn't manage to take any points. Well, actually we're not done yet. I forgot that. We have resistance barrage, which is not the case. And but we have to place resistance counters at a random space on each board section. So we'll place one here. These are again jet fighters. Pretty strong and pretty nasty. And in the middle we have Marines. This is also a new unit. So they end up here. And then here on the red section we have the good old infantry. And they're here. Okay. So yeah, just absolutely terrible. Yellow lost all his, simply all of his saucers because of this atomic meltdown there. And red has this this carrier here and lots of resistance tokens. So I think we had a pretty bad turn. It was partly my fault because I forgot to use the Sea Dweller's ability when I was fighting here the aircraft carrier. I'm not actually sure, but I might have been able to win that fight if I remembered that. But maybe in the next turn I can do this. I think I have a pretty good chance doing this because because it's a coastal region. Okay, so let's hope the next video will be a little more lucky, and until then, bye. Well, of course we forgot that terrible thing here. We should forget this. This is a real problem, but we'll see about that. Okay, see you then, bye. Okay, and I forgot actually to roll for attack breakthrough, and it would be just a logical consequence now if I rolled a 6 here. No. Okay, fine. See ya.